grants, bonds, and RDSPs, what the heck are they and what can you spend them on? So my name is Colleen and I help people be empowered around all things money, and I help a ton of people through disability tax credit process. If you want help applying, you're going to go to the link in my bio and scroll to page 4. Now, RDSP, it is a registered disability savings program that you can open after you're approved for DTC, and then the following criteria would apply. So number 1, to open an RDSP, you need to be below age 59. However, to get any grants or bonds into it, you need to be below age 49. So you can only deposit into it or be eligible to have your deposits get grants or bonds until December 31st of the year that you turn 49. That's a hard stop. It does not matter if the government backdates you after age 49. You can't go back in time and get this particular part of DTC. So bonds and grants, those are the words that the government uses for the money that they will place into that investment. The bond side is for low income. So if at any time you fall into low or moderate income based on your family size and income for any of the years that you have that DTC and have opened your RDSP. So you need to have DTC and then you need to open the RDSP for this to start. They will put up to $1,000 a year into that RDSP on your behalf, up to $20,000 or age 49, whatever happens first. And they call that a bond. Number 2, they will match your deposits on an annual basis, depending on your family size and income. How much they match depends on where you fall on the income scale. So it goes from 1 to 3 times match. So minimum, they're going to always match a 1 time. You can deposit $1,500 a year into that account, and then they will look and see what was your family size and income for that year, and they will match it accordingly. They call that a grant. Now, where you put that money to invest, you can have it at the bank, you can have it with an investment firm like myself, which is what I kind of recommend, because as we've talked about in other videos, when you're investing at the bank, you just never get great returns. And especially with RDSP, they really don't have a lot of great options. But that aside, they call that a grant. And that you can grow over time. The RDSP is intended for retirement. However, the actual rule is that any government deposits need to be there for 10 years before they're vested and actually become spendable by you. So then you can withdraw money from that RDSP and it would count as income in the year of withdrawal, and the taxes and all that stuff will apply. And so you want to be working with someone to make sure that you're doing that efficiently, especially if you're on other government income dependent programs. We don't want to mess that up. And so this is why it's really important to work in tandem with someone like myself that helps you understand all of the rules and nuances and all that stuff that goes along with RDSP and provincial disability programs and all that. But the basis is that the bond and the grant go into the RDSP and they just call them different words. Bond is low income side, grant is the matching side. And so I hope that was helpful. And again, if you are approved for DTC already and you want help with this, just go to the link in my bio, scroll to page 6. We're going to do a free maximized DTC appointment. We're going to talk about all this specific to your situation, your income, your numbers, your family. And we're going to make sure that number 1, you got the most refund back from the government that you could, and that your RDSP is set up properly, and that your entire financial house is as healthy as possible.